scholars. Today's topic is the influence of Mars in the houses. In our previous video, we explored Mars from the 1st to the 6th house. Now, starting with the 7th house all the way to the 12th, we'll discover what Mars reveals in each area of life. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. Mars in the 7th house. When Mars is in the 7th house, the field of action and the struggle is centered on close relationships and partnerships. This placement often attracts lively, energetic, assertive, but also sometimes angry, aggressive, or restless partners. In reality, the individual experiences their own anger and fighting style through their partner. Relationships tend to carry a sense of competition. Decisions about marriage and divorce can be made impulsively, as if marriage itself is a battlefield. Partnerships may also involve frequent conflicts and power struggles. In social and interpersonal connections, the person may act impulsively, recklessly, or even domineeringly, which can lead to serious clashes. Yet this placement also provides the strength to confront inner fears, anger, and conflict styles through partnerships, allowing transformation and growth. On the positive side, Mars in the 7th house can teach the ability to be a mediator, cooperative, and supportive in relationships. It also brings strong potential for negotiation, persuasion, and advocacy. Mars in the 8th house. When Mars is in the 8th house, the individual channels their energy into shared values, joint resources, and deep bonds. The challenge here is that impulsive or reckless actions regarding shared assets can create tension. Sometimes there is a tendency to control the resources of others, which may turn into dominance or even manipulation within relationships. This placement makes the person active in matters like taxes, insurance, and inheritance. Yet conflicts and disputes in these areas are also possible. Mars in the 8th house also ignites a strong desire to explore inner depths, to research and to confront hidden shadows. Conflicts and challenges often surface in intimate relationships or joint ventures. At its extreme, this placement can manifest as violence and sexuality, reckless risk-taking, or even urges toward criminal behavior. If Mars forms tense aspects with Uranus or Pluto, it may indicate dangers involving accidents, violence, or even death. Ultimately, the purpose of Mars in the 8th house is to guide the individual to discover their anger, passions, and suppressed emotions, transforming them into a source of strength. Mars in the 9th house. When Mars is in the 9th house, the individual fights for their ideals, beliefs, and life philosophy. This placement inspires activity in nature, a love for adventure, and a passion for travel. The person is not content with keeping their beliefs only in their mind. They feel the need to act upon them. Yet this often brings clashes with different ideas, cultures, or even internal conflicts about their own beliefs. Mars in the 9th house may lead someone to defend their views fanatically, even forcing their beliefs onto others. They act in pursuit of their own sense of justice and struggle to bring it into reality. Here, anger and conflict are experienced through religious institutions, higher education, areas of specialization, foreign countries, and philosophical debates. These are also the areas where the person learns to assert themselves and grow. Mars also creates a strong urge to travel with an adventurous spirit, but without caution, accidents during long-distance or overseas trips may occur. There may also be tension with a spouse's siblings or a sibling's partner. Ultimately, Mars in the 9th house challenges the individual to transform their anger and beliefs into a broader, more inclusive perspective. Mars in the 10th house. When Mars is in the 10th house, the individual's field of action becomes their public role, social status, and career. The 4th and 10th house axis reflects the balance between one's roots and their image in society. Here, Mars expresses itself with a competitive, ambitious, and conquering energy. The person is active, driven, and highly competitive in their career. Their urge to succeed is strong, and if Mars is under tension, nothing can truly block their path. Yet when taken to extremes, This energy may turn into ruthlessness, reckless use of power, or severe conflicts with authority figures, leading to hostility instead of respect. Mars in the 10th house drives the person to assert themselves in society and to claim authority. However, this placement may also cause them to act impulsively with their talents. Life often feels like a survival struggle in the career sphere, frequently leading to clashes with authority figures. Professions that demand initiative and leadership, such as surgeons, soldiers, detectives, engineers, or executives, suit this placement well. Ultimately, Mars in the 10th house calls the individual toward their destiny, compelling them to embrace a role in society. It is like a warrior spirit that eventually must accept the mantle of leadership. Mars in the 11th house. When Mars is in the 11th house, the individual's field of action is group activities, friendships, teamwork, and future-oriented projects. They express their fighting spirit through collaborations, social circles, and shared goals. This placement can sometimes attract aggressive, selfish, or hot-tempered friends. Through these relationships, the individual confronts their own hidden anger and passive aggression. Within groups, competition, conflicts, and impulsive actions may arise, and the person may struggle to act as an equal among peers. Yet when Mars functions positively in this house, the person learns to build teams with like-minded individuals and to lead projects that aim toward the future. Mars here gives leadership potential, determination, and the drive to move collective goals forward. The individual may also experience both supportive and conflicting dynamics with authority figures. They are drawn to assertive, outgoing people, make friends easily, and often have a circle that includes many male friends. Mars in the 12th house. When Mars is in the 12th house, the individual finds it difficult to openly assert their desires. Their fighting style and drive remain hidden, not easily expressed outwardly. As a result, passive-aggressive tendencies may appear. They may resent people who boldly pursue their goals, yet attract such individuals into their lives in order to confront their own suppressed anger. When anger cannot be expressed outwardly, it is often turned inward. This creates restlessness, inner tension, and a need to stay constantly occupied. Physical and sexual urges, or anger itself, may be repressed and managed internally. Setting boundaries or engaging in direct confrontation can be difficult. On its shadow side, this placement can bring secret enemies, suppressed hostilities, and problems caused by unconscious actions. If Mars is under tense aspects, dangerous events, violence, or severe consequences may occur. In extreme cases, it may symbolize captivity, imprisonment, or mistreatment in times of war. On its positive side, Mars in the 12th house can inspire a drive toward healing, rehabilitation, and helping others. The lesson here is to avoid fighting blindly and instead learn to understand, accept, and continue walking one's own path. The person becomes a kind of passive warrior, viewing each experience not as a curse, but as a sign pointing them toward growth. Interestingly, research has shown that many athletes also have Mars placed in the 12th house in their charts. Today, we've completed Mars in all the houses. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. In our next video, we'll explore Jupiter's journey through the houses. See you there.